If you've ever asked, what's the best Turkish drama of all time? And then watched the comments turn into a civil war, this video is for you. Because here's the truth. People aren't even arguing about the same thing. They're voting for different types of best. Today I'll break down the 5 drama types fans always pick, and where Jaan Yaman fits in that map. If you want more clean, no-drama Turkish series breakdowns, subscribe and let's get into it. First, let's fix the problem with the question itself. When someone says, best of all time, they usually mean one of these. The show that makes them feel safe and happy. The show that wrecked them emotionally. The show that kept their heart racing. The show that felt huge and cinematic. Or the show that pulled them into Turkish dramas for the first time. That's not one best. That's 5. So instead of forcing one winner, I'm giving you a fan-friendly map. And at the end you'll be able to say, my best is type 2, and suddenly the argument stops making sense. In a good way. Type 1. The comfort-romcom. This is the I can rewatch it forever category. Comfort-romcom fans don't want stress. They want chemistry, humor, bright energy, and that specific feeling of, I'm going to sleep happy. The best shows in this type have scenes you can clip, replay, and quote. They create inside jokes. They become your background show while you're cooking, cleaning, or escaping a rough week. This is also the type that spreads fastest on social media because it's built for short moments. A look, a reaction, a comedic timing beat, a romantic pause. Things that work even when you haven't seen the full episode. Where Jaan Yaman fits. If we're talking comfort-romcom energy, this is where a lot of fans first connect with him. The vibe is playful but intense, romantic but memeable, sweet but confident. The reason this category is so powerful is simple. Comfort shows don't die. They don't need headlines. They live on rewatch. If your best Turkish drama is the one that made you smile the most, you're probably type 1. Type 2. The emotional heavy hitter. This is the I will never recover category. These fans want depth. They want pain with meaning. They want storylines that feel real, consequences that hit hard, and characters that don't get saved by comedy. If type 1 is a warm blanket, type 2 is a storm you survive. What makes a show best in this category? A slow build that pays off. Performances that feel raw. And scenes that stay in your brain for years. Now here's the interesting part. Type 2 fans often respect rom-com success, but they don't always feel it. And type 1 fans often admire heavy drama, but they don't always choose it for comfort. That's why the comments fight. Where Jaan Yaman fits. He's not defined by this type, but he's relevant to it in a different way. As a comparison point, you can explain why some viewers want lighter shows as their best, and why others only respect painful shows as best. It's a taste difference, not an intelligence difference. If your best is the show that made you cry, healed you, or destroyed you, you're type 2. Type 3. The action/thriller rush. This is the one more episode category. These fans want momentum. Danger. A sense that something could go wrong at any moment. The best shows in this type feel like a train you can't jump off. They're made for binging because every episode ends with a pull. But here's the twist. In action/thriller, best doesn't mean non-stop fighting. It means clean pacing, a smart threat, and characters who feel competent. Where Jaan Yaman fits. This is where his modern career direction gets interesting. When he steps into action-forward roles and thriller territory, he's tapping into a different fan psychology. People who don't just want romance, they want pressure, strategy, and danger. And that matters because it widens the audience. Comfort-romcom fans come for chemistry. Thriller fans come for tension. If a project can deliver both without collapsing into chaos, it becomes a serious, best-of contender within its type. If your best is the show that kept your heart rate up, you're type 3. Type 4. The period epic. This is the cinema on TV category. Period epics aren't just shows, they're worlds. Costumes, locations, political power games, big production energy, and that feeling of, this is larger than one relationship. For Type 4 fans, best means scale and atmosphere. They love grand entrances, sweeping music, mythic storytelling, and characters who feel legendary. Where Jaan Yaman fits. This is the lane where he can feel like a franchise-level presence, the kind of casting that signals. This project is aiming beyond one country, beyond one platform, beyond one season. When you put a face that people already recognize internationally into a big world, it's like throwing gasoline on discoverability. If your best is the show that felt like an event, you're Type 4. Type 5, the global gateway. This is the My First Turkish Drama category. This one is underrated, and it's the reason Turkish dramas keep growing internationally. Gateway shows have one job: reduce friction for new viewers. They're easy to start, easy to follow, and emotionally rewarding quickly. They don't require you to learn the culture to enjoy them. They simply pull you in. And once you're in, you explore everything else. Where Jaan Yaman fits. This is a major part of his global story. He's often positioned as a gateway actor. People who start with his work don't just watch one project, they often start exploring the whole ecosystem. Other Turkish series, other actors, other genres, even other languages. That's why this category matters. It's not about awards or complexity. It's about impact. How many people did the show convert into long-term fans? If your best is the show that brought you into this world, you're Type 5. Oh. What's the best Turkish drama of all time? Now the answer is obvious. It depends on your type. And here's the clean way to end the argument. Instead of saying, your pick is wrong, ask, what type are you? Because a Type 1 comfort-romcom fan is not ranking the same scoreboard as a Type 2 heavy drama fan. They're playing different sports. Where Jaan Yaman fits on the map. If you had to summarize his strongest placement across these 5 types, it looks like this. Type 1, comfort-romcom, strong home base for many fans. Type 3, action/thriller, expanding lane, bigger range, higher stakes. Type 4, period, epic, event-level potential. Type 5, gateway, major international entry point. Type 2, heavy drama, not the core identity, but still part of the conversation through contrast and evolution. And that's a powerful position. It means the audience isn't stuck in one box. Different types can find a reason to watch. For different reasons. Your turn, comment challenge. Comment your number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 and tell me your country. And if you want, add one line. What show is your best of all time and why? I'm going to pin the most interesting answers, especially the ones that explain the type, not just the title. Thanks for watching. If you want more clean, respectful breakdowns on Turkish dramas and Jaan Yaman's projects, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.